Hi, I'm Kristan Cole with Kristan's Home of Hope, and we're here today in Wasilla, Alaska at the My House organization, which was started by you, Michelle. So tell us a little bit about My House and what it is, what it does, and how it's helped lots of different folks.
Well, My House is a drop-in center for homeless youth that offers wraparound services that include case management, health care, help finding a job. We have 2 businesses on site that train and employ clients for jobs. We employ about 20 homeless youth at a time. We have an organization that provides peer support for recovery services, assessments for recovery services, and then clients can choose their treatment program if they have an addiction challenge. So it's a really nice way for them to get clean and sober. We have 14 beds of housing, including 4 beds that are specifically for kids that are getting clean and sober. And the thing that I'm the most proud of is that of the kids and clients that complete internships for job training in our building, 97% of them are in housing 1, 2, and 3 years later. So
Wow.
we know this works.
And we know how important housing and actually being able to get a job is to recovery. If you can't find housing and you can't find a job, it's really difficult. And as the mayor and I have talked several times, we can either put the work in the front end with the kids now, or the work in the back end as adults in, jails and other addictions and things like that. So tell us what this has meant to the city and what this partnership has looked like with the city partnering with My House to make this happen.
So at any one time, in the Matsu borough, we have between 600 and 800 people on the streets.
Wow.
And in that age bracket of 14 to 24. So if we don't have organizations like this or My House helping them on the street, where are they going to go? I mean, the problem just gets worse. And so if we can help them at this point in housing, food is a big thing. I mean, when you're hungry, you can't find a job. You don't want to do anything else. Food is your main source. Shoplifting has went down. I mean, we can see the results. I mean, we have less burglaries. We have less. People have to eat, and so if you're not feeding them here, they're going to go someplace where they have to get their food. They have to have some place decent to stay, at least stay warm. Mm-hmm. And so this offers alternatives. And no one's forcing you to come through the door. So when you say enough's enough and you need help and it's time to come here, people know, and it's by word of mouth. And you feel safe by coming in here. It's not a government agency. People come here because you want to and because it's user friendly.
When I think about it, if there's 600 to 800 youth here in Wasilla, then there's youth like this everywhere in the country.
Yes.
And this is the starting point where we can really make a difference. And so tell us how this has made a difference in your life.
Oh, in many ways, but for starters, I was able to gain the job experience to have a job and not be homeless. I was able to obtain stable housing, and I was able to move into a permanent staff member position here at My House.
What do you do here?
I manage the boutique, and I help with upcycling designs into steampunk style and different things like that.
And you're a seamstress?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Michelle, for the folks that maybe are at some of our events or maybe they're just seeing this video online, for us to be able to raise money right now, what are you and the mayor trying to do in terms of raising money here for this facility? And if we can raise $100,000, what will that do for you in terms of being able to buy this building?
Well, the goal is to buy the building because the $5,000 a month price tag that we pay in rent could go a long way helping additional youth like River get job training, get the skills and the tools that they need to achieve the next level for a job. To go back to a job training program that takes them to the next level, a VOTEC training program or a college level training program, supporting and encouraging them to continue dreaming and moving forward is always the goal, and we have to keep putting a foundation under that as they grow.
And Mr. Mayor, you have been influential and really critical in helping them already attain some pretty big grants,
Right.
which will go a long way.
What we did is we went to the Matsu borough. The Matsu borough was gracious enough to put $100,000 into the kitty. And they said, we'll put $100,000 aside for 12 months to help you raise money. And if you raise your money, we'll give you the $100,000 match or whatever you can raise to help buy the building. And because it's not just in the city of Wasilla, there's 105,000 people in the valley. There's no boundaries. So people from the Butte, people from Willow, Big Lake can all walk in here, no questions asked, and we're all one big family.
And I love that. I love what it's doing for the community. I love that the kids are getting involved in the community. And John Maxwell has committed to making a $20,000 grant if we can find matching donors. And so if someone wants right now believes in this as much as we all do, you can donate at kristanshomeofhope.org. We are absolutely going to raise $100,000 before the end of January, so that we can help them be on their way to making this a reality and making this something that they own and can be. They're already proud of it. We're proud of it. The whole community's proud of it. So thank you, and please give generously.